and does make it pretty difficult for a lot of the dive champions.
I would potentially keep my eyes out for even a lane swap, because we got the tank top lane, we got a rough bot lane matchup. Maybe Dignitas ends up looking for an early swap.
Being able to actually get through as the Zenith Blade gonna whiff. Spica's behind them though.
They know about Spica.
They don't know.
It does not appear so. Busio and Masu gonna have to be careful about this one. Spica makes his entry. Masu and Busio, they aren't afraid about this at all. Spica now having to flash away as the re-engage comes out from Isles, but now he has to flash too. 3v2. These boys are losing it. Dignitas is getting styled.
And the Inspires gain free grubs. So he's potentially down 3 camps or even more if they can invade topside.
Yeah, that is really big. And Licorice, you know, is going to take his first base now on topside. He will have to TP back and catch this wave. Bwipo, of course, does still have his TP, but Dignitas at the very least will take 1 grub away, which is actually quite big. You get a lot of bonus XP on that first grub. Pushing that wave, wanted to kill off the last cannon, and Quad is hitting him, exactly.
Yeah. No, yeah, this matchup around, especially like level
2v3 bot, right? You win into the lane swap, so you're opting into giving up 2 plates guaranteed to them. Then you lose the 2v3. All of a sudden, the matchup becomes unplayable. You're stuck under your tower. You're not going to be able to even
got the first item fully completed now on the Callista there with the opportunity. And Dignitas is going to try to at least take something here, but FlyQuest are making their way over. First grub belongs to Dig.
Scared. This fight is so scared. Callista's the only person in the map with the item, so she's so strong coming into this fight. Great tally wall.
Inspired blocks everybody off, forces the flash over the wall from Spica, and it looks like Licorice is the sacrifice. FlyQuest are going to pick up a kill. They're going to have control over the topside river. They're going to get these last 2 grubs.
Honestly, that wall from Inspired was just insane. It trapped like 4 people in that little corner there, and just either forces them to die like Licorice did, or like use your flash out.
Yeah, that was a really nice angle on the wall. They clearly just wanted to try to get 1 grub, and so they did get the 1 grub. They tried to get out, but they weren't able to do so in time.
And it looks like Inspired is not going to be challenged whatsoever here for the second Drake. So FlyQuest, they've got 4 grubs to 2.
They were bot side, they have so much control bot side. Now they're top side, they're just taking Rift Toe, they take Dragon. Like, it becomes a point, when do they start to let, or when does Dignitas start to play?
Honestly, I think that would be a pretty kick-ass feature if we could have spectator all chat. We do actually numbered fights, because you're also up against Talia, who can instantly change even a fair fight to an unfair one, as Jensen's jumping in after Quad, but Quad's ready to fire right on back. Busio making his way up through the tri-brush, looking for the dive. Jensen gets away as the teleports are coming in for both sides, but Jensen's going to die on the back end anyway. Meanwhile, you got Isles going in after Masu. Shut down back over to Leona as Licorice is in a 1v2. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to get himself away from this one, and they cut him down. Sven and Isles on the run, but they're running into the FlyQuest jungle. Sven gets away, but Bwipo is ready and waiting. There's the barrier. I don't think that's going to do a damn thing. Ace!
Forward, and he just started getting blasted in that 1v1. Fell very far behind early on.
This is a pretty bad spot.
Here comes Inspired.
Tristana to be in. Inspired is gonna find him. Sets it up. Jensen for Inspired. Honestly, man, there's still only that 1 kill this whole game for Dignitas. Yes,
even though like he himself has not been the one in a lot of these plays.
And there's
the there, and then you fight for Soul, you fight for Baron, nothing else.
Oh, Quad gets jumped on, but now he can immediately just jump back away. Isles is on the front line, and he immediately falls. Quad's gonna take another kill. Dignitas now down a man, and they're about to be down another. Sven trying to escape from Inspired, but it ain't gonna work. Inspired goes on 10,000 gold, and Busio decided that Mikhail's is a great item to buy when the only chance they have is making a pick with the Leona. FlyQuest pick up the Baron, absolutely no.
Because there were so many bans thrown towards it, or was there a specific pick you would have still preferred them go, even with everything that had been banned out?
I think it differs from team to team. But I think, like, to me, Ezreal and Varus are, like, 2 big components to match with the Leona.
Wards being placed down, Dignitas being forced back. It looks like FlyQuest know exactly what they're going for, and what they're going for is Isles. He has to flash the seismic shove just to get away. The Weaver's wall will collapse in time for him to complete his escape, but what about Jensen? He's now the guy who's got to be careful. Isles goes in with a Zenith Blade. They've locked up Quad, but it ain't gonna matter. Isles down to 200 HP. Quad dies first. Nicely done from Dignitas, but it is gonna be a mid laner for mid laner trade, 4v4. But Sven and Isles are both at death's door. They have to try to get away from this one, but Bwipo's still chasing him. Spica wants to get out, but it ain't gonna happen. Masu gets the kill as Bwipo's flash stun set it up. Licorice, Sven, and Isles all still running. They have no way to try to contest this upcoming Drake here in about 10 seconds. Sven's still at about 100 HP, trying to get away from Whippo. He escapes for now. They're trying to turn their attention back over to the FlyQuest top laner, but it ain't going to matter. Licorice knocks the Croc
straight back
away.
to Sven.
Back in the face. That is all not
And Licorice doesn't even live.
They just pass the ball on over to him. A turret kills him. I guess that's about the best thing you could hope for on Dignitas' side right now. A double kill for Inspired.
No chance for Dignitas in this first game, but they are trying to find angles, trying to find nothing left, and you're chunked, and then all of a sudden you have to deal with four other
guys who are also God.
Uh-oh. We, looks like we got even more problems. Another beautiful handshake from Busio. Uses the flash to guarantee another death for Jensen.
See, I said I thought the series was going to be close, but honestly, after watching game one, I'm not so convinced.
Yeah, this is not a good showing from Dig. FlyQuest are just stomping them 16-2. And now, with the enemy mid laner and AD carry both dead for the next 25 seconds, it should be real easy for FlyQuest to wrap up this first game.
This might be the push here.
Yeah, first inhibitor turret's already gone. Inhibitor's gonna follow. Here comes the Weaver's Wall just to make defending that much more impossible. Spica again gonna be forced to flash just to try to stay alive. Whippo gets stunned as he goes in, and he'll kill the enemy jungler right on the steps of the fountain. It's another ace for FlyQuest. It's a 19-2 game, and it ain't even close. Jensen's alive. They're still looking to make an extra statement here. They're still looking to prove their point and rub Dignitas' faces in it. FlyQuest are taking it slow and steady because they already won the race. Sven at least gets a kill on Busio, but it's 19-3, and FlyQuest absolutely.
In Italy, it's just not something that has really been working out in the LCS. Honestly, the only league it's really looking good in is the LPL. And then, of course, like Genji looks good, but Genji kind of just looks good with every to reject people with the step back presence, with that W as they're going in on these dashes as well. It's really, really big and going to make Spica's job that much more difficult too, because even if the Nidalee gets to a strong point, if you hit a spear and you want to jump in, all of a sudden you get stunned up by the Poppy as you go in from the Poppy's W. You could just be lights out.
Ooh, Licorice, just when I said he shouldn't be able to find these angles, he finds one. Whippo popping the ghost though. Licorice might have gone all out, but Whippo disengages. Now Busio in some trouble. Steadfast presence stops the full Leona engage. Busio has to flash to survive as Masu flash and cleanse, trying to get away from that one. Barton just the arcane shift. Flash still in his back pocket, still ready to use that one. Dignitas at least getting some of those summoner spells out of the FlyQuest duo.
Exactly, yeah. It was Isles flashing in there to try to land that stun as Spica went in for the Axew pouncing forward. Inspired now, there with Quad. Jensen could come over. They do have the extra man here, but the bot lanes are all coming up.
Isles down to 100 HP. He's likely to die. It's first blood over to Quad, but he's going to be traded right on back. Dignitas still looking for the 3v3 here. They know they've got health advantage.
On the other side, I think it's more onus on Dig to be able to find those engages.
And here we go. Hex flash over the wall from Busio. Isles is going nowhere.
Or on Dig, excuse me, as FlyQuest now open up a nearly 2,000 gold lead.
Bottom lane, 1v1. Here with the AD carries. Sven popping the killer instinct. Barrier alongside it. Masu's down to 150 HP. Likely to die with the flash over the wall, but Masu gets the outplay for the kill as Whippo escapes Spica and Licorice on the other side of the map.
Man, that is devastating for Sven. He even used the barrier, used both his summoners there, flashed over the wall, but the Q came back up, I assume, for Masu, and he just hits him with the Q as he flashes in. That's that matchup that you're supposed to be able to win. That's why people like this. Is what I was talking about in pick and ban. You know, back in the day when Kai'Sa was played so much, it was considered a really advantageous match because of those situations where you find yourself in the 1v1, take the 1v1, take them down. But Masu finds the outplay, moves to 2-0.
Throws out the wall. Masu's trying to get the wave pushed up. They don't just want to hard dive Sven underneath the turret, but they are keeping him away from any possible escape avenues. Sven down to 100 HP. Busio's going to eat a turret shot, but Sven's going to eat dirt. Inspired's holding the spoon to feed it to him, and it's a 4-1 game for FlyQuest. Jensen just again always on the receiving end of Quad's aggressive movements here in the mid lane, while Spica and Licorice will at least be able to grab something up in the top side. They got the second trio of grubs. They're going to get the first.
Shrinking a little bit with that top lane tower take, but again, it is Inspired just power farming here. Let's see if he does actually check the brush, and Now, Licorice is going to have to try to get out of there, but he gets knocked back and still could get stopped.
Nicely done. Kazante cannot escape. He tried to get out, but the steadfast presence stops him in his tracks. They can find just yet. And honestly, might have a problem up here in the top lane as well. Bwipo chasing after Licorice here, just putting the bullets in him. Licorice,
what do you do?
I don't think you want to go any closer, buddy. It's time to get the hell out of town. Bwipo's looking to cut him up, and Busio survives the dive here in the bot lane. They're going to get another kill back onto Isles as Bwipo takes out Licorice on the other side of the rift. It's a 2-for-0 across the map, and FlyQuest is...
It's 1-7. And Inspired here, continuing to farm, taking away the scuttle, gonna look towards Herald and just extending that lead even further as Isles is dead.
Isles is not getting away from that one, man. The support gap in this series has been massive. Busio is everywhere. He is making plays day and night. And Isles has just not been able to find the same results, the same success. 0-4-1 here on this Leona. I mentioned earlier how critical I think he is in this game because he is that one guy that really has a go button, but we're not seeing it.
Yeah, it just hasn't really been able to find any of those angles, and it feels like he's just not right place, right time. You know, so much of League is being in the right spot. As Quad, not afraid at all. He's the one chasing after Speak and Licorice. Maybe they can find something here.
Yeah, Quad trying to kite it out, flashes away, stays alive. Blade of the Ruined King.
Busio
For the first item, gives him that extra little bit of burst. As Busio could be in some danger. Licorice looking to force him back. Nice spear there onto Inspired. Busio wanting to keep his jungler alive, but it ain't gonna work. Isles is on the board. They get the shutdown on Inspired.
It's so unfortunate because last game when they got the big shutdown on Masu, it went to the Leona. This game when they get the big shutdown on Inspired, goes to Leona. Not where you want to see it. Bwipo maybe in trouble.
Yeah, Sven's jumping on him. Bwipo's out playing it for now. Killer Instinct into the Acathian Rain. Gets Sven the kill, but he's got the explosive charge strapped on his head, man. It's just one of those.
Walking the walk, talking the talk, and they are looking really strong here. Second Dragon as well, gonna go the way of FlyQuest is now 6,000 gold lead. And
beat the banger, and instead, it's just Dignitas not up to the task. Masu goes on a rampage. And now we got to see if Spica can even try to get away. You're seeing a lot of pings up on Jensen as well. They know the Corki is back there, and they are looking for more kills. Another TP ready to show up, but Busio makes it easy for Bwipo to grab the kill. Jensen's trying to fight back, but this Corki doesn't have any mana to get the job done. Bwipo's still alive, and he's not afraid at all. Inspired and Quad ready to reinforce. Objective bounties are available soon. They're going to need a lot of those. Masu going to take down the tier 2 turret in the mid lane with a Rift Herald here as well.
And FlyQuest are just everywhere there to cover in case there's any sort of an issue.
Man,
it shift in though.
80 TF, so strong here. Sven, he uses the barrier. God. He barely stays alive, but Bwipo's gonna grab the kill on Licorice. Now Sven has to still try to get away. Busio's coming in from the side. True Shot Barrage only gonna hit the wave. It will not finish the kill on the Kaisa, but Isles is gonna drop yet again. Spica wants to escape, but Bwipo deals him a losing hand. Jensen ain't gonna do anything to Quad, and Dignitas just crumble to dust.
This could be it. They're marching on the base 22 minutes in. FlyQuest made no mistake about it today. They show that they are the far superior team.
Dignitas is gonna need more than trash talk if they want to compete with FlyQuest when they're playing like this. There's the last kill they needed. Isles respawns, but what is he even gonna do? Nexus turrets are already gone. 2 takedowns on Jensen there for Inspired. FlyQuest absolutely smacks Dignitas.